That's a strange move, my lord. You seem nervous today, de Roche.
Nervous? Nerves are for fools. Somewhere out there is all that stands between me and the crown.
But you have Lords Marlborough and Dover. With their strength, you can seize the crown.
You seem to forget, Dorchester, that even now the regent is trying to arouse the men of Sherwood Forest.
But, my lord, with Robin Hood dead these past 10 years, his followers are just a band of sheep without a leader. Surely they're no threat.
Until the crown is mine, every man is a threat. Especially that band of outlaws.
But with Duval riding to join us, there is only one course left open to the regent, and that is to flee. You know, I shall enjoy being married to your sister, the sister of the king.
You understand women better than men, my friend. The regent would shed his last drop of blood to save the crown for the young prince.
I find the art of understanding women far more pleasant than the art of war. Although my sword has proven that I'm as ready as any man for battle.
My lord, a message.
Well?
His Grace the Regent meets the men of Sherwood at the farmhouse of Squire Miles.
We leave at once. Men, horses.
Men, Alan, Will, Squire Miles. Well, where's Little John? He said there would be news today.
Ah, he's older like the rest of us. He doesn't travel as fast as in former times.
Is this the man who fought by the side of Robin Hood?
All of us died a little with Robin, my lord.
And de Roche grows stronger every day.
Where is your spirit, men? Robin Hood would be shamed.
Lord, forgive me.
Time is short. Your news, Little John. Alan talks of the power of de Roche and Will talks of dying. Is this the force of men you promised me?
Many would rally to our cause if only Robin Hood were alive.
Aye, your grace, they would rally to his name.
That is why we meet. Your news.
Though it's 10 years since his death, his name still lives. From a traveler, I learned that Robin Hood's only born, one Daring Hood, now lives in Spain.
A son?
An heir.
A leader.
I have written him of our need. Here is his answer. By my father's name, I pledge my bow to your cause, the coronation of the boy prince. He arrives in Liverpool on the morning tide.
I wonder if he was strong enough to oppose de Roche.
With Robin Hood's blood flowing through his veins, he's strong enough for anything.
Aye, Squire. I must hasten to greet him.
And no, Will. I alone am the one he's expecting to meet.
Squire Miles, this calls for a flagon of wine.
2 flagons, your grace.
This is the spark we needed. Pass the word to the men that we meet in the glen to welcome Daring Hood.
I can feel the thump of my quarterstaff on de Roche's skull.
The alarm! They're on all sides. Your weapons, quickly.
Caution your men. The regent must be taken alive.
The tunnel!
I hide this tough as a hog's.
Regent and Squire Miles are trapped.
Better take him to the priory. He's sinking fast.
Your Grace?
A traitor, an informer in our midst.
How else could they have known of our meeting?
Who among us would be in De Roche's pay? We're like brothers.
Then we've lost a brother. They know our every move.
His time grows short.
Thank you, Prioress.
It seems my hide was not so tough.
Will, save your strength for De Roche's men.
No. No, I leave that to you. And to Deering Hood. Give this to him. His father cut it for me with his own hand.
Part of us dies with him.
A sad blow to your cause.
True, kind lady. But not a mortal one. Alan, I can stay no longer. The morning tide must see me in Liverpool.
One moment, John. Tell him our hopes rest on his shoulders now that the Regent is De Roche's prisoner.
Skip. At this hour of the morning, it must be Robin Hood's son. Take cover. Your name, stranger?
A reception committee with a drawn sword. Such hospitality.
I said your name, stranger.
Stranger will suffice. Cold water will soon bring you around, my friend. Brisk rub-down is what you need. Hold on, you're in good hands.
Keep your hands to yourself.
By all that's holy, a girl. And I almost...
Yes, you did. Now, if you'll be good enough to leave.
Now, wait a minute. Not so fast. It isn't every day a lovely young girl comes to my rescue.
4-1. You deserve better odds.
Well, how can I thank you when I don't even know your name?
Keep your thanks. I'd have done the same for anyone. Now go
Before you what?
before I run you through.
Oh, you fight unfair. It's hard enough to keep my mind on the sword play. If matters weren't so pressing, I'd like to see more of you. I hope we meet again. Sir Fairlegs.
Oh, I should have let them run you through.
My pardon, Friar.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I've come to the
No,
wrong...
please come in. Sit down.
Thank you.
Let me get you some water.
Thank you. Oh, Deering didn't mention that he was bringing his wife.
His wife?
Well, his letter states, room 13, Mainsail Inn. Who else could you be but his lady?
Oh.
The jest escapes me.
You'd best sit down, little John. I'm Daring Hood.
You? You? That's impossible. Your letter never stated that you were a...
So you assumed I was a man. Well, I am of Robin Hood's blood. You need a leader, and here I am.
A slip of a girl leading a band of roughnecks? We'd be the laughing stock of England.
But there'll be no England once the Duke rules Sherwood Forest. The rest of the lords will follow his banner and prevent the prince from being crowned. If a woman can help save England, let them laugh.
But, Deering, the men expect Robin Hood's son. He is their hope. They'd never rally behind a girl.
Well, I will not leave until I talk with them. As my father often said, once the arrow leaves the bow, it must reach its mark.
This time he'll not get away.
'Tis rumored that Lords Marlborough and Dover will join de Roche's army near Winchester. There's also talk of the Marquis Duval lending his strength.
We've been tricked. That's Daring Hood. After him!
I met the stranger at the inn before you came.
Whoever he is, His loyalties are to the crown.
You make a fetching monk, but I prefer your other costume. Sir Fairlegs?
We owe you our lives and our thanks, sir.
I do the same for anyone. But tell me one thing. Why do they call me Daring Hood?
Well, they, like certain others, assumed that Robin Hood must have sired a son. But he didn't. He never did.
Now, Deering, please.
You? The daughter of Robin Hood? Well, I should have known by your untamed manner.
And from your bold manner, sir, I can tell you're a man of courage and conviction.
When the cause is right.
Are you known hereabouts?
Only as Daring Hood. Now get to the point.
The point is the life of England. Since all assume that you are the son of Robin Hood, then play the part.
What? Give my name to him? Little John, how could you?
A man must bear the name.
Now save your breath, you two. I can decide for myself. And the answer is no.
You said if the cause is right. Surely the bloody hands of the Black Duke de Roche are cause enough.
I have my own cause. But cheer up, my friend. If men will follow a pair of pretty legs any other place, then why not enter battle?
Why, you...
Would that he were more interested in you. For the sake of the cause, I mean.
I'll warrant his cause is some shapely wench.
Even your father had an eye for beauty. That makes a man no less a leader.
Miles?
Sir James. Or are my eyes playing tricks?
No, Miles. Your eyes are as keen as ever.
Jamie. I thought you were lost in the Crusades.
No, only wounded. When I returned, I found my brother missing.
The Black Duke holds him prisoner.
Robert prisoner? Why?
To force him to sign the abdication papers of the young prince. Jamie, even as a boy, you were quick to anger. The Duke leads many men. If you let vengeance rule your mind, you'll be taken prisoner.
I'll take it, whatever the risk.
Bridle your hate, Jamie. You need many friends. Many friends. I'll tell you this. Robin Hood's son comes to lead the men of Sherwood. You both oppose the Duke. Seek him out. Enlist his aid.
Who did this to him?
De Roche's men while I was at the Priory.
A little while ago, your answer was no. Why this change of heart?
A man has many reasons.
One good one will do.
It's to avenge the death of a dear friend. He died in my arms an hour past.
This so-called friend. His name, sir?
Squire Miles.
I was with him during the attack. Good enough. Until our cause is won, you are Daring Hood. Here's my hand on it.
And what of me? You leave me nameless without purpose or position.
A beautiful woman always has a purpose. As for your position, I'm sure little John and I can think of something.
Get word to Gillis to go at once to Sherwood Glade.
The Glade, my lord, but why?
The foresters are gathering to welcome the son of Robin Hood.
But why Gillis, my lord? He failed us in Liverpool. Why not go ourselves?
The Marquis Duval is expected at any moment.
Then permit me to go and stamp out those swine.
I would that I could. But I need you here. Duval has not yet committed his forces.
My lord, I thought the Marquis had decided to join us.
This visit may determine that. Get Gillis to go at once to the glade and destroy everything. Make haste.
Very good, my lord.
A toast to the son of Robin Hood! To the son of Robin Hood! To the son of Robin Hood!
Boy, you must be proud to serve such a master.
Why,
Upset such a youth. You'll get used to our rough ways.
If it were not for the claws, I'd pour poison in your cup.
Not so touchy, youth.
Ah, Alan, we've missed you. Deering, meet Alan Dale, one of your father's truest friends.
As a boy, I heard him speak of you often.
Ah, the same brow, the same piercing eyes. There's no mistaking. You're your father's son.
Alan, my page.
Welcome, boy.
Sit down, boy.
Would that I could.
What kept you?
Good fortune. We've captured the Marquis Duval and his lady on his way to visit de Roche.
Duval in our hands?
Yes, he was to visit de Roche for the first time, but I fear he'll be a bit delayed. I left him fuming at your farm. De Roche wants to enlist Duval and his men for his march to the throne.
There's time to question him about that later. Now let's eat and drink.
The signal. We're discovered.
Disperse! Disperse quickly!
We've been misled. There's no one here now, but they were. The son of Robin Hood and his vagrants disappear like quicksilver. I'll have a look.
If only an arrow could reach him.
But it can.
Why, you're your father's equal.
That's a shot worthy of any man.
But it took a woman to do it.
Into this culvert.
What good am I as a leader if we have to hide like rabbits? We have strength. I could lead the men in a surprise attack against the castle.
It would be no surprise. The spy in our midst would alert them of your coming as he did just now. We're powerless until we catch the traitor.
Does this man leave no trail so we can bait him?
Not a trace.
But there is a trace. The messages he sends. Now, if I were inside the castle, I'd soon know our man.
Inside the castle? What do you propose to do? Fly over the walls? Burrow under the moat?
No. I'd ride through the main gate.
The main gate?
As the Marquis de Val. Now, since you hold him prisoner, and his face is not known to de Roche, meet the new Marquis de Val.
If you can be Robin Hood's son, why not a Marquis?
Well, at least it would save me the thumpings I got as your page.
Ah, wait. Not only do they expect the Marquis, but his wife as well.
Oh, yes, that's true. Now, for once in your life, you're gonna be a lady. Now, get dressed or I'll dress you myself.
How can I sit a horse or draw a bow in all this stupid finery? I won't wear it.
Be quiet, will you? Don't make so much noise.
Don't think you can treat me like a wife because I'm forced to play the part.
The clothes, get them on.
As your page, I'm still black and blue. As your wife, who knows what will happen?
Are you dressing? Are you dressing? Answer me!
I'm trying.
All right. The Marquis de Val at your service.
Well, it's almost time to leave. Are you ready, dearing?
I'm just trying to get into this. Tell me, little John, who else knows of the plan?
No one.
Not even Alan Dale.
Not even Alan.
But he's my father's closest friend.
With what's at stake, I don't even trust myself. Oh, by my oath. You're truly your father's daughter. Lady Duval.
My Lord de Roche, may I present the Marquis and the Marquise Duval?
Our warmest greetings. My apologies for not being present when you arrived. I trust my Lord Dorchester has served well in my stead.
Most pleasant. Il est tout plus galant.
Such a charming compliment could only come from a Norman lady.
He's more handsome than I expected.
But he's married, my lady.
From what I've heard, that hasn't bothered him in the past.
Surely my lady isn't suggesting...
Not suggesting. Intending.
May I present my sister, Lady Sylvia?
I've looked forward to your arrival with as much anticipation as my brother.
Please join us.
Frenchman is a very important guest, it seems. Look how the Duke welcomes him.
Look at Lady Sylvia. She has her own designs.
He's a very pretty wife.
That won't stop Lady Sylvia.
And from what I hear of the Marquis, it never stops him either.
Dorchester doesn't seem too happy.
I see you're wearing Lady Sylvia's favor.
Ah, yes. But very soon I hope she'll be wearing my ring.
We expected you sooner.
Came roundabout to avoid those bandits in Sherwood Forest.
Ah, yes. We gather strength daily. I already have vows from my lords Marlborough and Dover.
Will their forces join yours near Winchester?
That's to be decided. As for your own knights, will they join mine?
That, too, is to be decided.
I trust your decision is not too long delayed. The coronation is fast approaching.
And what of the regent? Does he support your cause?
He will shortly. A few more days of our persuasion, and he will.
From what I hear of your reputation, I believe there are other matters you'd prefer to discuss.
Other matters?
Drop the pretense, Henri. I've heard of your escapades with the Countess Lafleur, and of your very close friendship with Lady de Lise.
You have?
Of course. Word of your conquests has preceded you.
I did not anticipate this development.
It will develop further, Henri. You'll see.
A very good game, Duval. Let's try again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, my apologies to your lady for keeping you so late at chess.
Think nothing of it. My wife likes to retire early.
We'll see you tomorrow, Duval.
Good night, my lords.
One moment.
What is it?
Be quiet. Follow me.
I trust there's a purpose to all this.
You'll be the judge of that, my lord.
Where does this water seep from?
The moat's above. This tunnel leads outside.
Good evening, Ari. Are you pleased with this development?
You certainly plan well.
As a child, I used to hide here from my governess. And now, most convenient.
Like the castle guards?
And Dorchester.
Then one can leave and return in secret.
I trust you'll make full use of it.
I intend to.
That's all very well for the future, Ari. But what of now?
Well? We're here to find a traitor, not for you to spend half the night with Lady Sylvia.
I told you Duval has a reputation. I had to live up to it.
Did you have to live up to it all over the castle?
Now, whatever I did was for the cause.
I'll wager it was.
And where did you learn how to speak French?
I also speak Spanish and Italian.
Well, you may know 3 languages, but De Roche should see you now. He'd hardly think you were a lady.
Don't try to switch the issues on me. We were talking of your boudoir tactics.
You sound exactly like a jealous wife.
Jealous? Me jealous of you? Of all the male conceit?
It's another wifely trait.
You're insufferable.
Oh, if only your aim were as sharp as your tongue.
It improves.
Ah! Whoa!
Oh, you...
Enough, you wild cat! Ah! Now will you stop?
Never! Never!
Everything all right in there, my lord?
Everything's fine, thank you. I stumbled in the dark. See? Now will you stop?
Don't think this settles anything.
Family argument never does. Now let's get to bed.
Bed?
Bed, yes, bed. I assume you sleep at night. Most people do.
Duval may have a reputation, but you're not going to live up to it in here.
Now what would you have me do? Go to De Roche and ask him for another room?
You can't. You just can't stay.
Oh, but I can. That's right. You're safe as in a nunnery. Good night.
I didn't mean to frighten you, my lord. But finding you down here in the dungeons is most unexpected.
I lost my way in these foul passages. I didn't know which turn to take.
It's well for you didn't take that way to the regent's cell.
How's that?
The guards down there have orders to kill anyone who approaches.
Well, thank you for warning me.
If you will follow me, my lord, I will lead you back to safety.
Tell me, have any of your prisoners ever escaped?
Never. They'd need a lot of help to overpower my guards.
And so, my lords Marlborough and Dover, the Marquis Duval is here with us at the castle and has thrown in his strength with ours. I trust this will sway you in our favor.
Has Duval already agreed?
Not yet. But then your brother is an expert chess player. He uses one knight to trap another. You also play with people's feelings.
I do?
Yes, mine. I noticed your interest last night in Duval at dinner.
You know, Charles, you have a jealous nature.
Have I?
Yes. You mistake my hospitality for flirtatiousness.
I stand corrected, my dear.
Mm-hmm. Dispatch this with all haste. Ah, good morning, Duval.
My lord.
What tidings do you bring? Now the fools gather their meager arms and supplies at Dunstan's cave.
Probably to march here and rescue the regent.
Exactly. Join us, Duval. Your sword will be welcome against these outlaw swine.
Well,
Oh, come, I insist. It'll be great sport.
Fine, my lord. I look forward to it.
Good.
A strange melody, my lord. I've tried sage, basil, even my special elixir of ground snails. Yet the Marquis fails to respond.
But at dinner, he was hale and hearty.
The pain is nothing compared to my regret that I can't ride with you.
The regret is ours.
Perhaps he finds the prospect of blood sickening. It's a most convenient illness.
Convenient? Does he fever, my lady?
Like a fire.
Like a furnace.
Rest well, my friend. Come, Dorchester. Our men await us in the courtyard.
Perhaps I should wait behind, in case he takes a turn for the worse.
Nonsense. Our apothecary is well qualified.
I'll be waiting.
Thank you.
Now, if you need me...
Yes, yes, I know. Like a furnace. How are you going to warn the others with her waiting to ambush you?
Just be thankful she showed me a way out of the castle.
If she traps you in that arbor, we'll never save the supplies in Dunstan's
Is it
cave.
Lady Sylvia or the attack that concerns you most?
What, that powdered wench?
Don't worry. If I don't get through, it won't be because of her. A smile becomes your more. Take good care of me, wife, and see that I'm not disturbed. There's no time to lose. De Roche means to destroy our arms and supplies.
And our sentries give no signal of his coming.
He takes the south road to attack by surprise. Now summon your men and ride with haste. We'll meet at Dunstan's cave.
He takes command like his father.
Yes.
Our stealth was wasted. Not even a guard.
Yeah.
The supplies!
Remain here. De Roche will recognize you.
Blast the luck, my horse went lame.
Don't berate yourself, Alan. We needed you badly, but, well, it's all over now.
Looks like a good day's work.
Not good enough. De Roche still lives, and the traitor feeds him information.
I have no taste for this sort of thing.
After what happened at Dunstan's cave, the Duke must vent his anger on someone.
This is your last chance.
I will not sign if I do not live another day.
Very well. You may get your wish. But for the moment, now will you agree?
Never. My lord, I was told to give you this in all haste.
Come, Dorchester, let him grovel.
Ari, it wasn't polite to have kept a lady waiting.
I feigned illness too well. My wife would not leave my side.
Your lack of resourcefulness disappoints me.
Well, my good Marcus, and how is your health?
Much improved.
A remarkable recovery.
We prosper too. Marlborough and Dover bring 3,000 men to join my banner near Winchester within 48 hours. Soon I shall rule England. How now, Duval? Do you still hesitate to join us?
Your power is overwhelming.
But 3,000 men? We are lost.
Not if de Roche is smashed before he takes command. They'll never march without his leadership. We've got 48 hours to act.
But how? The traitor's still loose.
I've thought of that. Now, here's a plan. A plan for tomorrow. Don't tell the other men until the last moment. Then the traitor won't have a chance.
We'll assemble here at sundown. It's the safest place I know.
Good luck, friend. You can depend on me.
Until we meet within the castle.
Little John, most welcome.
Good evening, Prioress. I must call on you again for help.
You need only ask.
I will assemble the men here at sundown tomorrow.
Of course. What for?
Well, no one is to know until that time.
As you wish, Little John.
Until tomorrow, good Prioress.
Until tomorrow. I wonder what interesting news you're going to take to de Roche tomorrow. Now, my pretty one, it's time you were fed.
One moment, Duval. Or is it Deering Hood?
Does it matter now?
I'm sure you know the way. To think I was seeking an unfaithful husband. And what do I find? A traitor. I'm baiting a minnow and catching a whale.
I underestimated your jealousy.
You'll have plenty of time to regret your mistake. Now open the gate. Stand there.
command you.
Duval betrays us.
Lay down your arms. You've killed a loyal friend. Why did you disobey me?
I had no choice, my lord. He provoked the duel.
On what grounds?
I cannot discuss the subject.
I demand an answer.
The matter is a delicate one, my lord.
The matter of life and death is never delicate. Speak, or you forfeit your life.
My lord, the answer is for your ears alone. I have no sword.
Now then, why did you run Dorchester through when you could have stayed your hand?
Because of a lady's honor.
He said you betrayed us.
That's right, my lord. The lady he referred to was your sister.
Lady Sylvia?
You forced me to speak.
You have a glib tongue, Duval. You've explained everything. Everything except your presence in these chambers here. Blunt?
Yes, my lord.
Take him to the dungeon. There's much to be explained here.
You were asking if prisoners ever escape. Now you'll find out. Firsthand.
Robert. Robert. Robert.
Who speaks?
Jamie.
Jamie? My brother, Jamie. I have no brother. He lies in a foreign grave.
But it's me, Robert.
Subtle trick is this with which de Roche is trying to torture me.
But it's no trick. I'm here, next to you.
Tell de Roche he can destroy my body, but he cannot destroy my mind.
But, Robert, you're wrong. I speak the truth.
Leave me in peace. My brother is dead.
But my voice. Robert. Robert, my voice. Surely you know my voice.
I can no longer trust my own ears.
It's the ring you gave me when I left.
The lion's crest.
Remember, only you and I knew of it.
Jamie! Jamie!
Squire Miles told me you'd been taken prisoner. Who betrayed you?
It was a woman in the pay of de Roche.
A woman? The name? Prioress. The Prioress, are you sure?
Beyond any shadow of doubt. It was de Roche who placed her there.
Then we're betrayed.
We?
Friends who planned to save us. And England. They meet at the Priory.
Who is it?
Lady Duval.
Oh, you may come in. Good morning.
My condolences to you, Lady Sylvia.
They're appreciated. And mine to you.
That is why I must speak to you.
You pick a most inopportune time. My mind is still full of grief for Charles. Could it not wait?
Not while my husband is held prisoner.
But he committed a serious crime.
We both know why he killed the Baron.
We do?
When your brother questioned you about the jewel last night, why did you deny any feeling for my husband?
Because I have none.
I know you've been seeing him.
Oh. And suppose it were true?
You could save his life by admitting it.
And ruin my reputation?
I plead with you as one woman to another.
Since you know all about your husband, how can you plead on his behalf? How can you humble yourself? Where is your pride?
Because I love him. Oh, I know all about his indiscretions. But I still love him.
And so you assume I am one of his indiscretions. Please leave me to my grief.
But you do yourself a grave injustice.
Injustice? How so?
Well, I never meant to tell you, but Henri set you apart from the others. You were the one woman he could not accept as an indiscretion. You're free.
Thanks to you.
Why do you say that?
I met Lady Sylvia in the hall.
I did what had to be done.
For the cause?
For the cause.
For the cause. Yes?
My lord, the Duke requests your presence below.
I'll be along presently.
I was ordered to accompany you.
I'll be along presently.
Why does he place you under guard again? What does it mean?
We haven't much time now. Listen carefully. While in the dungeon, I learned the traitor's name. It's the Prioress of Sherwood Forest. She uses a falcon to carry the messages.
But you'll warn them of the attack you planned.
Worse, the men meet at the Priory to discuss the attack. Now use the tunnel. You've got to warn them.
But what of you?
If you fail, nothing matters.
The man who told you of the Prioress, who was he?
My brother.
I wondered why you were so curious about de Roche's prisoner.
Good luck, dearie.
Jamie.
Blunt told me you were placing Henri under guard again. For what purpose?
A most worthy one.
Look, I've already told you.
I can't forget Dorchester's dying words. He betrays us.
I know your methods, Simon. You can't torture him
I
like...
don't intend to. I mean to have him torture someone else.
Someone else?
A forester captured this morning. If Duval kills him, we're sure of his allegiance. If not...
Who is this forester?
A most valuable prize. One of their leaders.
Stand where you are. We'd best hurry. The meeting started already.
Now that you know the plan, it's vital that we act in haste. At Pike's Crossing, I'll divide you into 3 groups. The advance group will cut off the road leading direct to the castle. The other 2 groups will take cover on both sides.
After this night's work, you can rest, my pretty bird.
On to the castle! Greetings, Duval. I've arranged some sport. You'll have the honor of stretching a captive. And as my enemies are your enemies, I'm sure you'll make his death a painful one. Bring him in. All right. We await your pleasure. Now we'll soon see which side he's on.
These bindings need tightening.
I commend your thoroughness. One of you men, tighten those bindings. I trust there'll be no more delays.
I found this outside the wall. There are footprints near the tunnel.
Flood the tunnel and secure the gates.
I've already done so.
Seize him!
Using the tunnel, but they'll be drowned unless that gate's opened.
flooded.
There's still headroom. We can get through.
Put your weapons down. What about the gate?
I can open it. It won't open.
Let me try.
We've got to go back.
We can't. We must get inside and open the drawbridge for the others.
I'll draw out the guards, then you open the gate.
Hurry!
It's no use. It won't move. Let's try to get back. It's Alan! Alan! Come back! Quickly, the weapons. You best find the regent and release him.
He's safer where he is.
Maybe you're right.
He eluded my men.
Stupid, all of you. Cover every archway.
I'm my lord.
This way to the drawbridge.
There he is. After him. I want him taken alive. After him. Get some more men.
Disrupt or I'll run you through.
They fight for the cause.
Yes! The castle ours. Now for De Roche.
She was unaware of it, but she helped our cause. Release her.
Right. You heard her, lads. The daughter of Robin Hood says release her.
In the name of the boy prince, we give our grateful thanks. And now to Winchester for the coronation. Long live the king!
Long live the king! Long live the king!
Deering Hood, you have carried your father's name proudly.
Thank you, sire. At last I have my name back.
But not for long.
I regret, madam, I cannot refuse my brother.